I'm in the back of the hotel zone in Cancun, Mexico, and like right behind the strip, the attraction, there's tons of like empty real estate out here. It's actually really interesting, like what some of this stuff costs. Like look at all this, and then all down here is like empty. Isn't that cool? But yeah, if you're wondering how I'm in Cancun, just like working still as a real estate agent from Texas, it's actually really easy. What I do in my business is I actually focus on like a completely brand new model as a real estate agent. So the business I'm in, I help my clients rent everyday apartments. It's an awesome business because if you do that model instead of working as a traditional realtor, it's simpler work. There's no paperwork at all. And the coolest part compared to realtor work is that you can travel all around the world as long as you have Wi-Fi. Avoid your income taking a hit because all you need is Wi-Fi and like cell phone reception to work. The niche that I work in as a real estate agent is way easier. There's still a six-figure potential even if you're not that great at the job, and it's so cool because it's just simpler work dealing with apartments over selling houses, and then you can still build a clientele way faster because as you can imagine, more people rent apartments instead of looking for houses, right? It's like the first stage of in everyone's life is that they go and rent apartments first, and then they save money, and then they buy a house, right? So you can imagine that it's just lead gen is a whole lot easier with doing what I do, right? Working as an apartment locator and dealing with that full time, right? You can build a faster clientele because people take renting their next apartment way less seriously than buying their next house. It's not a big deal because they're just renting, they're not investing, right? So build a quick clientele with apartments, and then later the next year, you can just take those same existing clientele, release them a different apartment and just make more money off of them that way. Or a small fraction of your clientele will want to buy a home next year. So, your chances of representing them as a realtor dramatically increase when you've already worked with them before and you've already freed up commission just by connecting them to their first apartment complex, right? So there's tons of money in this industry. It's way easier work, and you can literally like travel around the world and still work if you want to, and then check out cool real estate that like everyone else would be missing out on, right? Like I'm behind a popular strip right now in Cancun, Mexico, and there's tons of just empty real estate. Like we think this would be a really good opportunity, and it's cool that I get to see this stuff because I'm an apartment locator. I'm not a realtor. I do this job remotely from home with Wi-Fi, and that's it. And that is it. So if you want to learn more about how you can leverage the same kind of business model that I'm in, then all you got to do is click the link below this video and I'll break down the whole entire business model. That way you can determine for yourself if this is a good fit. So click the link below. Let me show you how to work as an apartment locator and travel the world by working through Wi-Fi. And maybe this is how you do six figures your first year, right? It's happened to me. It's happened to countless of my followers and my students. So click the link below and I'll talk to you really, really soon. Thank you so much. La charanga.